So, Nathan and I are here because we're going to talk a little bit about a game we've both decided to play at Edmonton Onslaught this fall.
Mostly on a lark. We were just like, hey, what's a game that we don't play that we could easily get done in a month?
And that game is Malifaux.
Yes.
So
with handfuls of models.
I think by force is 9 models?
Yes, and mine is 8, so that's why I combined 17 models, 1 month.
Tournament-sized event size.
50 Spirit Stones,
I'm hoping to, between now and then, we have how many weeks?
4?
4 weeks. Between now and then, I'm hoping to get all the models painted, as well as do the bases for all of yours, which was what the carpet model base was.
Yeah, the wood grain carpet.
You know, I'm gonna link that right here.
Ooh.
That right there, because
we'll do it in post. Don't worry, we'll put it in post.
You spoke very disparagingly about that wood burning tool, and you have benefited from it more than anyone else has, including myself.
It's true. It's not my fault. They just look that good, even if it's dangerous. Really, the best things are dangerous. Am I right? Am I right, boys?
Yeah, okay. So that's going to happen. I just so coincidentally happened that we were buying Malifaux models around the same time as they had that special deal, where if you sent them a receipt of $60 or more purchased of Malifaux models from your local gaming store, you could get a special, they have like a special model?
I think it's a special guild model. Honestly,
cool.
neither of us are playing guild, but it's a really nice giveaway. It's a really good collector's item. Odds are we'll probably paint it anyway because it looks cool. The one thing that I would also like to point out, if you are on the fence about Malifaux and you think that model is really interesting and it's kind of a sweet thing, 2-player starter set is $65. So you pick up the starter set, submit your receipt before, I believe it's October 3rd. Could be wrong, don't quote me.
I'll throw the link
read the
what
form,
it is
not what I'm
down,
saying.
And if I need to correct it, I'll put the text here if there's nothing here. Nathan's right.
Woo, there will be text there, I guarantee it. But yeah, so like I said, if you are on the fence, you can pick up a 2-player starter and it still qualifies for this deal. I think that's a really, really cool thing, especially because it's a giveaway that is promoting me buying things from my local gaming store instead of off their web store.
I love that.
Games Workshop. Sorry, there's just something in my throat. Something bitter.
Something bitter. You are wearing your JV Gamer shirt, right?
Intent.
Alright, so I think, it happens at your friendly gaming store, and I think that's a really great thing. I love the fact that they're supporting and promoting independent retailers. So I want to support that. And in turn, I'm going to share that link with you. I'm super excited about it. We haven't actually played a game of Malifaux yet.
Yes, we have played 0 games of Malifaux. We own a rule book. It has never been read.
Have you not?
No, I have watched part of a game of Malifaux being played until you were like, hey Nathan, want to play Wild West Exodus? And I was like, hell yes I do. And then I walked away and it came back when they were packing up. So, I can tell you that Malifaux uses models and cards.
After
that, I'm not exactly sure, but hey, it'll be an interesting learning experience.
You know what? I think people are going to see some more Let's Plays on this channel of us tooling up our lists. Not that we're going to change our list.
Oh yeah, no.
What is in your list, by the way? What packs did you get?
Okay, so my list is pretty straightforward. It is Resurrectionist. So I started with the Shadows of Red Chapel kit, which is my master is Seamus. In that kit, I think that there are 5 lovely, beautiful models, and then 1 model I absolutely despise, so I'm replacing that one with Yin the Penongalon.
Which one is that?
Yin the Penongalon is the dual faction, 10 Thunders, Resurrectionist, Asian vampire. She is replacing Mistress Sibel, the really kind of fat, weird one with the whip. But here's what I really like about the game. She is replacing that model because I have the freedom to do so. They are both 8 Spirit Stones, so if I didn't want to go out and buy a replacement model, I could still field it. It would fit in. After that, I am adding in the 2 of the Hanged. It's just a box of 2. So if we're looking at it, I needed 3 boxes to make my 50 Spirit Stone list. One of them I didn't need. It was just a nice to have. So with my Shadows of Red Chapel,
build or paint that model.
Well, I'm going to build it because you never build models, but fighting over painting for sure. But that's the thing is my starter box that has my master, my Shadows of Red Chapel, plus the 2-pack of the Hanged was 50 points for me. I'm just, like I said, swapping out one model that I really, really dislike and don't want to paint, so I'm happy that I don't have to.
I do like the fact that they do have, like, full-figured women in their sculpts. And their women sculpts, we were having this discussion about how the female sculpts in the range are actually quite lovely, I'm not going to say, like I've ranted about not wearing pants, but they're appropriately attired for the character, right? And that's what I dig.
In my Shadows over Red Chapel, so for those of you that don't know, basically the world of Malifaux is a fantasy / science fiction / horror version of Victorian England. I'm going to use the Dragon Con
term, dreadpunk.
Okay,
describe it now.
I'm not going to ever use that term. So it's sort of like Victorian horror, which is really interesting. My master is basically Jack the Ripper in this universe. And 3 of those models that I absolutely adore they're called Rotten Bells. They're basically prostitutes that he killed a la Jack the Ripper, and then he reanimated, because that's what the resurrectionists are. They're necromancers, essentially. My 3 Victorian-era prostitutes are more appropriately attired than anything Infinity has ever released ever for women. So, kudos, Wyrd. Well, absolutely fucking well done.
The Rasputina model is freaking cool.
For the Children of December pack.
Children of December pack. For me, I've got the Thunders box, and I've got the Wyrd.
Yes, so your entire list is basically just the boxes. Thunder and the Wyrd, because that was your 50.
And they're beautiful. The Wyrd are beautiful. The clothing is draped beautifully. We'll see how they build. We haven't put them together yet. But I'm looking forward to painting those models. They are so stunning. And again, I love female models. And yeah, I get that. This is just another faction Teri's building that just happens to be kind of Asian themed and inspired. I mean,
do you like apples?
Shut up. Shut up. But
Sorry, for those that don't know, that is an actual pickup line. Someone used it her at a 40K tournament because she has a Tau army.
At least twice. So it's just because I collected the Tau. I've got Shailhan, I've got 10 Thunders, all of these factions I seem to gravitate towards.
And you say I have yellow fever.
Listen, I just want to play characters that look like me. It's not so hard. I just want to play characters that look like me. So we're excited about that. We're going to see if we get them done in time. We live busy lives somehow, but somehow we find time to make time for hobbies. So yeah, let us know in the comments who you think is going to do better in the tournament. Because I'm excited. We're not going to put it. This is based on what you know right now, assuming that we have the same knowledge of the game, which you have an edge on.
I do have an edge because I know what the setting is and that it uses
I know
cards.
The setting. I've read the
Then I have no edge. I have no edge.
Listen. I love it. I think the universe is really cool. The goth in me is just this is so cool. I love it.
Well, you know what? I like the aesthetic because we've never had a miniature game before go full horror, and I think that
a big one. This is the one that's kind of hit the tipping point. There's a lot of horror games out there, but this was one that's kind of hit the tipping point in the zeitgeist now. Wyrd has gotten big enough, as a producer to kind of be.
Yeah, Malifaux is a very popular game. It is really turning into one of those games that you can kind of take your Malifaux with you anywhere.
Yeah.
Pick up games even if you're traveling, which is super awesome. But like I said, I really love the fact that it is unrepentantly horror, but at the same time it's unrepentantly silly. I mean, there's hillbilly goblins as factions, for Pete's sake. It's just, and I really like the fact that they are willing to run the gamut and go from, super creepy, super horror-y, super silly. And it works because even your 10 Thunders faction, I would say, is one of the most
least horror.
Well, one of the most serious factions and very true to life, because basically you just have Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, the faction.
I love it.
That's what I love about it. And those are the models you're picking. You could absolutely go in different directions with that, but the
Penongolon model, which is let's be honest, this is not an Edward Cullen vampire model. It's a head with a spine and organs attached to it.
Oh my god! If you don't know what a Penongolon is, go Wikipedia it. It is creepy as shit. The only reason I know about it is Bushido had a Penongolon model as well, which I own for my Cult of Wyrd because I think they're creepy as shit, so,
so cool.
I'm all over it.
So cool.
But yeah, so like I said, I'm excited for the aesthetic.
I'm super excited too.
I'm excited to give a game a shot that doesn't use dice because, holy crap, if there is a 1, it can be rolled by this guy right here.
I had a conversation. So I am now doing a podcast with Bebo of GameWire. If you haven't checked it out. I'll throw a link down in the doobly-doo. But I wanted to say something where she said to me, I don't like luck games, and I know you really like luck games. And in my head, I was like, but I hate luck games. Luck games suck. And realizing that she was referring to the fact that I'm a war gamer, and we use dice for freaking everything.
How many dice do you roll in a single shooting phase when all of your Fire Warriors rapid fire?
Right? Like, so...
144. You know. Right there.
So, like, she was remarking on the fact that it's so dice heavy, but I feel like as a war gamer, because composition is such a huge element, and strategy is such a huge element, we build into our composition, and we build into our strategy the fact that we are going to fail X number of times, probably, that luck is kind of mitigated through those other two aspects of the game. So I personally don't think I'm a luck gamer, but clearly I am, and as a result, I'm not a good person to judge whether or not a game uses luck mechanics or not, because someone was like, yeah, Teri, I was thinking about getting Galaxy Trucker, but I don't like luck games. I was like, Galaxy Trucker isn't a luck game, but...
I guess.
So yeah.
I guess.
We'll see how the deck... Basically what I'm saying is we'll see how the deck of cards thing works. So yeah, comments, let us know who you think is going to do better, and then we're going to start putting up Let's Plays, then you can change your mind. Alright. Until next time, I will see you soon.
Cheers.